Thank you for joining today in spite of all the festivities going on. And we are very grateful to our some of our health seekers who have come today to share their experience of natural healing. So let's start with their sharings. So I think let me see who's here. So Amarnath, you are there. Would you like to start first?
Hi. Yeah, sure. I can start in.
Yeah, let me just stop this. Yes,
Can you
go
see
ahead.
me? Hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So, hi everyone. I'm Amarnath. I have been associated with this. Can you see? Can you still? You can still see me, right?
Yes, we can see and hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Perfect. So, I'm in this program for 9 months now, and plan to continue for some more time as well. So, basically, I suffered from obesity, blood pressure, and most importantly, acidity. So I couldn't eat anything, even a morsel of food, without having some kind of acidity. So I had tried all different kind of fads and different sorts of medicines, allopathy being the biggest one. So Pandy, I used to really buy it like grocery, like every month have like few kind of strips of that, and my bag had all types of Digene. So you name the flavor, I had the flavor of that Digene. So that was my kind of routine. And I was taking medicine for blood pressure. It started with some Amlong M 5 mg, then they moved me to Telma, and they had like a nice plan for me, right? All the way till probably Telma, whatever it kind of goes. Now, and I weighed almost at the peak of my weight, I was 93 kilos. And when I joined Dr. Prashanti, the program, I was somewhere close to 85 or so, 85 or 87. Now, where do I stand today? Now, currently my weight is 63, and so that's roughly around 20, 30 kg from my peak high water mark, and my BP is very much within the limits. And most importantly is that I can eat without any acidity, and I can actually enjoy food and live a normal life. So thanks to Dr. Prashanti and and Jyoti ji and entire Wellcure fraternity for that. Now, quickly in terms of how my journey has been, I would really break my journey into like three parts. Now, the first part, let's call it like the initial phase, and I'm sure you were not interested in kind of how great I am and how I really achieved it. So let me just share that what have been my learnings, right? So the first phase was a phase of a lot of doubt, right? And this is like the biggest detractor. That does it even work, right? Is it more of a fad? And then I had all the kind of people who would ask me, what about your protein? What about your muscle mass? And 50 other things. Now now basically I think what really helped me is a very scientific bent of mind, and really kind of understanding that what is this program about, how are they approaching, and basically a trust that this is the scientific way, and what I am doing is absolutely correct. So that really helped me to kind of have a good belief in that and really move ahead. Now second phase was more about uh, I would say patience and perseverance. And once I started seeing some results, it really kind of helped me. And yes, there was a lot of highs and lows. It was not a linear journey. There were lots of times when I had a lot of self doubt. And being a Bollywood fan, the only dialogue which used to at times come is that "tumse na ho payega," right? So I that used to play on and off my mind. But some occasional call with Dr. Prashanti and a lot of kind of pep ups from Jyoti ji or messages and the larger community, right? Where I would see that yes, somebody else is also kind of following this, and those different photos which Asha ji, Prashanti ji, and everybody else used to send that yeah, this is what I had today. So it was not like so that really helped. and I was able to kind of cross, let's call the sandbar, and come to this side, and really get rid of a larger part of the problem. Now, where I see myself today, probably I would say in like the sustenance phase, right, so to say. And this is where probably I am right now, where almost the majority of the challenges which I had have diminished to extremely significant kind of percentage. And kind of, I think the only thing which sustains me here is the discipline, and kind of continuing it ahead, and seeing that how do I sustain whatever what I started, and kind of continuing over here. So today, from being तुमसे ना हो पाएगा, I'm more at a dialogue that शुरू मजबूरी में किए थे, अब मजा आ रहा है, right? I don't know how many of Mirzapur fans are there, but they will be able to relate to this. So that's kind of my journey had been. And thanks to Dr. Prashanti, Jyoti ji, Asha ji, and Wellcure for facilitating it. And yeah, anything else, Asha ji, you want me to speak about?
No, this is perfect, Amar. Like where you were last December, around this time. No, actually, after Diwali, you came to us, and then there were ups and downs, but you kept going. Thanks to Rohit for introducing such
Yes.
a kind soul to us. I know, but you just kept going. You learned everything in the past 1 year, and here you are teaching others how to keep going on this path with full faith and understanding of how your body works. Perfect. So zero medications, right? No fear about blood pressure, no fear about anything anymore.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. I can try all the activities which I couldn't. And I think the only thing which really gets me going is that Dr. Prashanti, you had said that, if not for anybody else, do it for the smiles of your daughter and family. So I think that is one thing which always, whenever I'm trying to have that one bite of pizza or probably a French fry or anything like that, which deviates me, I think that is one thing which always gets me back on track. Thank you so much for that, and really happy to go ahead and sustain your journey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amarnath, for coming and sharing your story. It was really inspiring. Yeah, and I hope other people who are still dependent on BP medications and are have the fear within get inspiration from your story, and your weight loss has been really amazing, and you're looking really good also. Yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. So next, let's give the chance to Sankalp. So Sankalp is one of our young participants, very enthusiastic. So I am just going to find him, and yes, Sankalp, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
I hope all of you are well and think of your health.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sankalp. How are you
So,
doing? Go ahead.
ma'am, very nice. So, first, happy Dhanteras to all.
Same to you.
And today I'm going to tell you my whole journey of this skin infection called vitiligo. So it started from that my skin was having very rashes and it was itching too much. So when we so some little spots started to come on my skin, and then when me and my father gone to doctor, so he gave me the medicine and one type of roller that he said mm, uh, that I should put it on the spots. So after eating medicines and rolling the roller on my spots became bigger, and it spread in all my this front neck and all over my eyes, and it was hair also. So after that, I was literally a little scared. After that, when I met with Wellcure, so in that I like I was very shocked, and my parents were also shocked that how they can that how they can that how they can cure us with no medicines and with only natural food. So like in our first meeting, the Prashanti ma'am and Asha ma'am told all the things, so we done 95% of that, and now we are it is very big difference from the older one and now, because I have hair also spots and they are gone. I have all over the eyes, but down, but below the eyes is very, but get very um, less. And I want to thank Prashanti ma'am and Asha ma'am for that, because they help because they helped me and wrote every message that I should eat that or I should not eat that. So thank you, Prashanti ma'am and health coach Asha ma'am. Uh, is there anything that you want to ask?
No, आप बहुत, I mean, you did so well, संकल्प. You are such a motivational speaker. आप अच्छी तरह से भाषण दे सकते हैं। हिंदी में बात करना चाहते हैं? आपका स्पीच बहुत अच्छी होती है। आपका स्पीच सुन के ना हम सब लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगता है। आप हिंदी में भी बात कर सकते हैं। सो आप ऐसा वाला लाइक रास्ते पे आपको कभी-कभी आइसक्रीम खाने का, पिज़्ज़ा खाने का कभी-कभी मन करता है क्या?
मैम वो तो बगल वाले घर से भी कभी पूरे छोले की खुशबू आती तो है। मन तो करता है, मगर वो फिर वही बात याद आ जाती है कि ठीक भी होना है पहले।
ठीक भी होना है पहला। गुड। सो आप इस खाने में ना आपको कैसा वाला फल, कैसा वाला लाइक प्रिपरेशंस अच्छे लग रहे हैं? आप
मैम
हुँ,
मैम लाइक डेली रूटीन में ज्यादातर फ्रूट्स में मैं बनाना खाता हूँ। बनाना, और सुबह स्कूल जाने से पहले भी बनाना, एप्पल और पपाया खा के जाता हूँ। बाकी जो आफ्टरनून स्नैक होता है उसमें भी पोमेग्रेनेट खा लेता हूँ। तो फ्रूट्स तो खाता हूँ वैसे।
लेकिन आपको कौन-सा फ्रूट अच्छा लगता है? कौन-सा लाइक नया वाला प्रिपरेशन अच्छा लगता है आजकल? आपको कुछ लाइक कुछ होता है ना लाइक बनाना फ्लावर का टिक्की होती है या बकव्हीट का टिक्की होती है और हुँ, हुँ।
मैम अब लाइक एक केक बनाया था मम्मा ने। वो वैसे ही मम्मा ने वैसे ही बकव्हीट और बहुत मिलेट ऐसा था कुछ मिला के बैट उसका वो बनाया है। जैसे व्हीट की जगह पे उन सबको कुछ मिला के मम्मा ने बनाया, और फिर उसका वो बेस बना। फिर चॉकलेट में शुगर की जगह पे मम्मा ने डेट्स लिए। अ, वो तो मम्मा को ही पता है पूरी रेसिपी, मगर वो केक कम नहीं था किसी मार्केट के केक से।
परफेक्ट, वही वही सुनना। या वेरी वेल पुट इट टुगेदर। आपको पनीर का बहुत शौक था ना पहला?
यस मैम।
सो उसको कैसे भूल गए आप?
मैम मैं तो मैम मतलब लिटरली मैं टेस्ट भूल गया पनीर का। मैम
पनीर का टेस्ट भूल गए।
मैम मेरे को उन सब का टेस्ट ही भूल गया मैं।
अच्छा, अच्छा, ये तो ठीक लग रहा है ना, आपका गट बहुत खुश है ना?
यस मैम।
हाँ।
और
सो
मैम
या बोलिए।
मैम अब तो क्लास के बच्चे भी बोलने लग गए कि ठीक हो रहा है।
क्लास भी बच्चे भी बोल रहे हैं कि आप ठीक हो रहे हैं।
यस
आप
मैम।
ज़रूर एवरीथिंग सब सब ठीक हो जाएगा। जस्ट इसको ना थोड़ा टाइम लेना लेता है कभी-कभी क्योंकि वो रोलर वगैरह लगा है ना, सो थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा लेकिन टाइम के साथ-साथ सब हील हो जाएगा।
यस मैम, वो हीलिंग तो दिख ही रही है, काफी हील हुआ है पहले से।
पहले से काफ़ी हील हुआ। संकल्प जी क्या कहना चाहते हैं? बहुत सारे बड़े लोग हैं यहाँ पे। ये लोग कह रहे हैं कि हमें टी नहीं छोड़ पा रहे हैं, हम खाना ऐसा नहीं खाना खा पा रहे हैं, हमें तो पूरी खाना है, पनीर खाना है। उनसे क्या कहना चाहते हैं आप?
मैम उसके लिए तो बस थोड़ा सा माइंड पे, बस थोड़ी सी जीभ पे कंट्रोल रखना है, बाकी सब ठीक है।
वही
जैसे
बस।
जैसे मेरी मम्मी भी कोशिश करते ही रहते हैं कुछ ना कुछ बनाने की। जैसे पनीर के सब्स्टिट्यूट में मम्मा ने एक हेल्दी टोफू बनाया था, आपने रेसिपी भेजी थी तो उसका मम्मा ने ट्राई किया था तो वो भी अच्छा था।
हम्म। वो भी
लाइक
अच्छा।
मम्मा मम्मा कोशिश तो करते हैं चीजें बनाने की, और वो और उनमें से मोस्टली चीजें टेस्टी भी होती है, मैं खाता भी हूँ।
हम्म। वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। आशा, यू वांट टू से समथिंग टू संकल्प?
या संकल्प, अमेजिंग। आप ना, आपके मैच्योरिटी से हम तो दंग आ जाते हैं। कितना मैच्योर हो आप, और कितना पॉजिटिव, और ये सब आपने किया। और अच्छा भी लग रहा है सुन के कि आपके फ्रेंड्स भी आपको सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं ना।
यस मैम।
हाँ, बहुत अच्छा है। और वन मोर थिंग गाइज, आई वांट टू से दैट संकल्प्स पेरेंट्स रियली ट्रीट हिम एज एन adult. When he came for the consultation, they just allowed Sankalp to speak and say, express everything. And even in the coaching, Sankalp used to be the one mostly communicating with us, telling us how he's doing, what he wants to do, if he has any issues. Like, I think that empowerment which they gave Sankalp, right, has helped him stay on the path for a long time. सो अमेजिंग संकल्प, आप तो हमारे स्टार परफॉर्मर हो।
हाँ।
थैंक यू मैम।
आप
ये
ना अच्छी तरह से ना, आप बहुत अच्छी, आपका स्पीचेस बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं हमको। आप प्रैक्टिस करते रहिए, एक दिन अच्छी तरह से मोटिवेशनल स्पीकर बन जाएंगे आप। आप अभी है, लेकिन उससे भी और बड़े बन जाएंगे।
थैंक यू मैम।
हाँ, मे बी एक दिन हमारे साथ हम आप हमारे साथ आके ये सब कर सकते हैं ना, पेशेंट्स को ट्रीट कर सकते हैं ये सब, क्योंकि आप अपने आप ये सब खुद कर सकते हैं ना। अच्छी तरह से सभी सबको बता सकते हैं आप।
यस मैम। जैसे पहले मुझे लगता था कि ये जब मैं नया नया आया था तो तब मुझे, जब मैं आपके ये वेलक्योर से नया नया जुड़ा था, फर्स्ट मीटिंग हुई थी, तब मुझे लग रहा था ऐसी कच्ची सब्जियां कैसे खा पाएंगे। फिर जब मैंने खाई तो तब मेरे को पता लगा कि वह उतना भी, मतलब जैसा नॉर्मल फूड होता है उसमें तो पता नहीं क्या क्या चीजें डलती है जिससे वो टेस्टी बनता है। तो नेचुरल के अकॉर्डिंग वो उतना मतलब वो वैसा भी बुरा नहीं था। और अब तो आदत ही पड़ गई, अब तो खाता ही हूँ।
हम्म। या आदत ही पड़
और
गई।
जब नाना नानी के घर या दादा दादी के घर जाते हो, तो वो क्या देते हैं आपको, और आप क्या लेते हो? तब आप बोलते हो कि मैं मैं ये सब नहीं खाता हूँ, और कुछ बनाते हैं? नहीं तो बर्थडे पार्टी में।
यस मैम, बोलता तो हूँ कि नहीं खाता हूँ। जैसे नेबर भी कभी किसी इवेंट पे मिठाई बांटते हैं तो तब भी मैं नहीं लेता हूँ। और मतलब जैसा आपने करने के लिए बोला था वही करता हूँ।
हम्म। दिवाली के दिन क्या क्या हो रहा है घर पे, कैसे वाला आप कैसे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं इस दिवाली? पहला दिवाली है ना, या होल फूड प्लांट बेस्ड पे आके?
यस मैम, फर्स्ट होने वाली, और मैम फर्स्ट बर्थडे भी।
आह,
मैम
परफेक्ट।
मैम टुमारो।
ओह,
टुमारो आपकी बर्थडे है?
यस मैम।
ओह, हैप्पी बर्थडे, हैप्पी
10 साल के
थैंक
हो
यू
गए
मैम।
आप? 10 साल?
यस मैम।
वेरी गुड, डबल डिजिट।
बड़े हो गए आप।
एडवांस विशेस हम सारे लोगों से आपको। सब लोग बोल रहे हैं आपको हैप्पी बर्थडे एडवांस में, हैप्पी दिवाली। थैंक यू संकल्प एंड पेरेंट्स, आप इधर आए और अमेजिंग काम कर रहे हैं। संकल्प की माँ, आप जो कर रहे हैं ना अभी, आप उसको ना फ्यूचर के लिए भी सेटअप कर रहे हैं कि बहुत हेल्दी और हैप्पी और वेरी इंटेलिजेंट बच्चा होगा फ्यूचर में। बहुत अच्छा
थैंक यू।
ज्ञान मिला है उसको।
हम्म।
थैंक यू संकल्प।
थैंक यू मैम।
संकल्प, आप कब आए हमारे पास? जनवरी में आए?
मैम फेब्रवरी में आया था।
फरवरी में आया?
फेब्रवरी के
फेब्रुअरी।
एंडिंग में।
अच्छा, फेबियन जी पूछ रहे थे कि कितने महीने हो गए, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, ठीक हो जाएगा। मैं भी ने एक बात बताई ना, मुझे भी एक वाइट पैच हुआ था यहाँ पे जब मैं आपकी उम्र की थी, लेकिन अगेन डाइट के साथ साथ वो सब भी सुधर गई अपने आप, मेरे स्किन में मिल गई। लेकिन सो आपका भी अच्छे तरह से हो रहा है। अच्छा, सो बोलिए।
मैम मैम फर्क तो वो दिख ही रहा है।
फर्क तो दिख ही रहा है।
मैम इसलिए फोटो भी खींच के रखिए, फिर फोटो से कंपैरिजन करते हैं कितना वो फर्क हुआ, कितना ठीक हुआ है।
हम्म। अच्छा।
अच्छा। गुड, कीप मोटिवेटेड संकल्प,
थैंक यू
मोटिवेशन
मैम।
है ना। हम भी आपके फोटोज देखने के लिए वेट करेंगे। तो एंजॉय कीजिए कल बर्थडे और दिवाली।
थैंक यू मैम।
थैंक यू। बाय।
बाय।
हम्म।
सो नेक्स्ट कृष्णवेणी जी, आप आएंगे?
आशा जी,
हाँ हाँ।
नमस्ते जी।
एक मिनट, हाँ, आप अपना वीडियो ऑन कीजिए। यस।
कहाँ पे है अरुण, और शी हैज कृष्णवेणी एज herself?
नो, आई हैव enabled her, she's here.
Okay, okay, just pin her, I guess, huh?
नमस्ते प्रशांति जी।
नमस्ते।
नमस्ते, बहुत अच्छी लग रही हो आप तो बहुत यंग लग रही हो अभी।
10
हाँ,
किलो हो गया ना इसलिए।
आप तो ये प्रूव कर रही है ना, एज इज जस्ट ए नंबर, इट ऑल कम्स फ्रॉम द हार्ट एंड द सोल एंड द माइंड।
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है जी। सिर्फ 3 महीना में मैंने तो पूरा 3 महीना का पूरा नहीं कर पाया। कहीं शादी में जाना, फनरल में जाना, पूजा में जाना, ऐसे करते करते भी मेरे को 80% ठीक हो गया। डॉक्टर के पास चेकअप के लिए गया, फैटी लिवर का कम हुआ, और फाइब्राइड बल्कि यूट्रस कम हुआ। बहुत खुश हो गई मैंने तो। इस वेलक्यूर में आते टाइम मैंने तो 10-20 दिन ऐसे सोच रही थी, खाना पीना में ये कैसे ठीक होगा। ऐसे अगल बगल वाला भी मैं बोला ये एक बार आ गया ठीक नहीं होगा, तो मेरा तो मन लग रहा था कैसे ठीक होगा। फिर 10-20 दिन वेलक्यूर का दीवार में था, फिर मेरा वेट लॉस होने लगे, एकदम कूद गई दीवार से वेलक्यूर के अंदर। फिर एकदम क्या स्विमिंग करते लगे, मजा किया मैंने तो। अच्छा, ये कैसे खाना बनाएंगे बिना नमक की, बिना ऑयल की, ऐसे सोच सोच के मेरा दिमाग भी एकदम क्या इम्प्रूव आ गया। एकदम मेमोरी पावर मेरे को इम्प्रूव आ गया, ऐसे सोचते सोचते। फिर को मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है। 10 किलो वेट लॉस हुआ। सब पूछने लगे ये कैसे हुआ कैसे हुआ। मैंने तो ऐसे बोला, बिल्कुल में ज्वाइन किया 3 महीना के लिए। मैं तो 3 महीना भी पूरा नहीं कर पाए। 3 महीना पूरा करने से एकदम मेरे को और भी ठीक लगेगा 100%। फिर भी मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था इस वेलक्यूर में आके। बिना ऑयल का खाना बनाते, प्लेट को सजाना है, इसमें इंटरेस्ट आया। बहुत अच्छा टाइम पास हुआ मेरे को। हेल्थ भी अच्छा लग रहा है, दिमाग भी अच्छा लग रहा है। कुछ ना कुछ पढ़ते रहती हूँ। मेरा तो देखिए छोटा सा लाइब्रेरी है। बहुत अच्छा पढ़ते रहती हूँ, कुछ ना कुछ सीखते रहती हूँ। मेरा मन भी अच्छा लग रहा है, दिमाग भी अच्छा लग रहा है। एकदम ऐसे हल्का सा मेरे शरीर लग रहा है। हल्का सा ये फील कर रही हूँ मैं।
लाइट
बहुत
फील हो रहा है।
हाँ,
कभी कभी आपको वड़ा खाने का मन करता है क्या? इडली सांबार वड़ा, वो सब खाने का मन करता है क्या?
मन करता है। आपने बिना दाल का सांबर बनाने के लिए रेसिपी भेजा था, इसे बना लेती हूँ। ये वड़ा बनाने के लिए ये करता, तो उसमें ये बैटर का जैसे चावल का ये नहीं ये करती हूँ। थोड़ा बहुत ये सब्जियों का ये करके ऐसे करके ऐसे खा लेती हूँ, वो आदत पड़ गया मेरे को, अच्छा लग रहा है। तो तेल वगैरह तो बिल्कुल नहीं यूज करती हूँ। मैंने तो बोला ना, हमारा हस्बैंड कभी ऐसे खाना बनाते हो, आज तक उनको नहीं मालूम है ये तेल का बिना खाना बना रही है। तो ऐसे चलता, बहुत अच्छा
इसमें
लगा।
कृष्णवेणी का ट्रिक ये है कि वो जब खाना परोसती है, when she serves in two different bowls. Her husband thinks that it is with oil, but he doesn't know that it is without oil. तो बहुत क्रिएटिव है सोचने में, खाना बनाने में, प्रेजेंटेशन में, सब में बहुत बहुत एक्सपर्ट है। और उनका पॉजिटिविटी देखिए, लाइक लुक एट हर पॉजिटिविटी, शी इज ऑलवेज स्माइलिंग, वेरी पॉजिटिव and very enthusiastic with whatever we told her, to stop and do other things. Even with that, she managed to make so many new dishes, presentations, and she made eating healthy a celebration, है ना?
हाँ जी, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को। जैसे मेरे को कैसे मेरे को कैसे समझ आएगा, ऐसे आप लोग मेरे को समझाया, यही बड़ी बात है। तो मेरे को तो इंग्लिश नहीं मालूम है, फिर भी मेरे को कैसे कैसे समझाना, तो मैं बहुत अच्छा समझ गई हूँ। ऐसे इसी लाइफ स्टाइल पूरा चेंज किया, मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है अभी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आशा जी और प्रशांत जी को।
या नहीं नहीं, आप लोग अपने मैं अभी भी आपका वो इंडियन फ्लैग वाला अगस्त 15 का इडली होती है ना, मैं 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 उसको स्टिल याद रखती हूँ। नहीं, आपने तो इतना मोटिवेटर है, आप लोग इतना मोटिवेटर है, तो हमको भी ना अपने अपने टिपी टोज पे चलना पड़ता है कभी कभी। क्योंकि ना अरे कैसे करना है ये सब, इनको कैसा ये सब ना, उनको ये दिखाना है वो दिखाना है, ऐसे कैसा और मोटिवेट करना है, ऐसा सोच सोच के हम भी ना बहुत सारे एनर्जी स्पेंड करते हैं इस सब में।
मैं तो 3 महीना में 3 बार फास्टिंग करती हूँ। मेरे को अभी ये आदत पड़ गया, अच्छा लग रहा है। कहीं भी जाना आना है तो उससे अगले दिन में बस एकदम वाटर फास्टिंग करती हूँ, तो बैलेंस हो जाते वो, अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को।
आपका बैक पेन भी इम्प्रूव हो गया क्या थोड़ा सा, लाइक एटलीस्ट 50% इम्प्रूव हुआ आपका बैक का प्रॉब्लम?
हाँ, 80% ठीक हो गया जी मेरे को।
80%?
वही तो मैं बोल रही हूँ, 3 महीना पूरा मैंने से नहीं कर पाया ना, क्योंकि बच्चा है तो बोल सकते मैं नहीं आऊंगा, तो मैं बड़ी हूँ, जो जाना है जाना ही पड़ता है। तो इसलिए मेरे को 3 महीना पूरा करने से एकदम 100% ठीक हो सकता, इसलिए मैं फिक्स कर दिया। तो 1 साल के लिए मैं यही लाइफस्टाइल करूंगी। देखेंगे आप लोग मेरे को 1 साल के बाद बुलाएंगे ना, अच्छा मोटिवेशनल स्पीच दूंगी मैं, इससे अच्छा।
Looking forward to them. Looking forward to them. Acha, is there anything to say, Asha?
And Krishnaveni ji's family also supported her so much. Her children used to, one, I think son is from abroad, no? कहीं ऑस्ट्रेलिया कहीं तो है। और डॉटर भी ज्वाइन करती थी, सारे लोग आते थे कॉल्स में और उनको सपोर्ट किया। तो बहुत अच्छा है। थैंक यू कृष्णवेणी जी।
एक बात बोलूं,
हम्म।
जो नेचर के साथ हम जर्नी करते हैं ना, हमारा हेल्थ अच्छा रहता है।
करेक्ट। नॉट ओनली फिजिकल हेल्थ ना, मेंटल हेल्थ भी अच्छा हो जाता है, बहुत खुशी मिलती है। और वो जो लाइटनेस आता है ना बॉडी में, तो हमको पता चलता है कि हेवी फूड खाने से वो लाइटनेस नहीं रहता है और वो अच्छा नहीं लगता है। तो हमको
हमारा
लग।
हमारा शरीर ना हमसे कुछ बोलते हैं, हम सुनते नहीं है।
करेक्ट।
हम अपना शरीर के साथ बात करने लगते हैं ना, तब अच्छा रहता है। तो कुछ ना कुछ बोलते रहते हैं, हम सुनेंगे उसके क्या करना, क्या खाना पीना, हमारा हमारा पैसा, हमारा खाना जो खाते रहे, जो मोटा होते ना, तो क्या करते हैं, हमारा शरीर को हम पनिशमेंट देते हैं। मोटे होते मोटा होते जाते हैं ना, हमारा शरीर को हम पनिशमेंट देते हैं। तो इसलिए खाना पीना में सेल्फ कंट्रोल होना चाहिए, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंट होना चाहिए। तो ये हमारा तमिल में एक बात बोलते हैं ना, वो एक तिरुकुறल बोलते हैं, எண்ணி துணிக கருமம் துணிந்த பின் எண்ணுவோம் என்பது இழுக்கு, तमिल में बोलते हैं। उसका मतलब है एक एक इसमें आज आ गया तो एग्जाम्पल है। तो वेलक्यूर में जो जो लोग आ गया उनको वो लोग बोलते हैं मुझसे नहीं होगा, ये मुश्किल है, ये खाना पीना है कैसे होगा। ये उन लोगों के लिए मैं ये तिरुकुरल बताती हूँ, ऐसे नहीं है। तो ये जगह में आप आ गया उसको अच्छा से एंजॉय करो, एंजॉय करके अच्छा रिजल्ट में बाहर आ जाओ। तो नहीं मुझसे नहीं होगा ऐसे करके बाहर आने से वो बुरी बात हो जाते, अच्छा नहीं है। तो इसलिए जो आते अपना शरीर के लिए हम आएंगे। हाँ अवेलपुर में आया, अपना शरीर अच्छा है तो आशा जी ने और प्रशांति जी ने कितना अच्छा से हमको समझाते हैं। समझ लो आप लोग अच्छा से, हेल्थ वेल्थ, हेल्थ इज वेल्थ, ऐसे अच्छा से आप लोग करके बाहर अच्छा रिजल्ट से आ जाओ। मेरे तो आशा जी और प्रशांत जी को मेरा अच्छा स्टूडेंट बन गया। मैं तो ऐसे समझ गया अच्छा स्टूडेंट बन गया, फर्स्ट रैंक में बाहर जा रही हूँ मैं तो बहुत।
फर्स्ट रैंक। हाँ, अच्छे स्टूडेंट्स और अच्छा फ्रेंड्स भी बनते हैं ना, सो
हाँ जी, मैं तो आशा जी के ऊपर मैं एक नाराज हूँ। बताओ मेरा बर्थडे को उन्होंने विश नहीं किया, वो फ्रूट केक रेसिपी नहीं भेजा।
ओ
कब है बर्थडे? अभी कुछ और कुछ एनिवर्सरी वगैरह आएगा क्या? फिर हम भेजेंगे रेसिपी। फ्रूट केक के लिए ओकेशन नहीं चाहिए, जब भी चाहिए बनाइए ना, एवरीडे बना सकते हो।
बना सकती हूँ फिर भी मैं तो उस दिन मैं बहुत इंतजार कर रही थी आशा जी और मेरे को
ओह,
wish करेंगे।
मिस हो गया मैसेज, सॉरी।
कोई बात नहीं। मैं तो आशा जी और प्रशांत जी को मैं गुरु है, फिर भी मैं अपना सोचती हूँ। आशा जी और प्रसाद जी मेरा अपना है, ऐसे सोचती हूँ।
बहुत अच्छा लगा, वेरी
बहुत अच्छा
हार्ट
लगा।
से थैंक यू आपके लिए। बहुत
थैंक यू,
पॉजिटिविटी लाए हैं आप। हम
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप लोगों को। मेरा तो एकदम हल्का लग रहा है, 10 kg कम हुआ वो बहुत बड़ी बात है 3 महीना में। कोई दवाई नहीं, कोई मुश्किल नहीं, तो नेचुरल खाना, लाइफस्टाइल चेंज, बस इसी में एकदम अच्छी होगी मैं। बहुत खुशी है मेरा।
थैंक यू कृष्ण
धन्यवाद।
जी, बहुत लोग भी बोल रहे हैं कि दे वर वेरी हैप्पी टू सी यू एंड
हाँ,
हियर यू टॉक। थैंक यू फॉर द पॉजिटिविटी।
जी जी।
So next, let's hear from Milesh. Actually, Milesh, sorry to you, I couldn't add you in the poster on time, but I'm sure you have a great story to share. So I have asked you to unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, Milesh, go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. It's more about
Maybe
like
you
हिंदी
can
में
keep
बोलो,
your
इंग्लिश में
phone
कैसा चाहिए
stable.
आपको?
Your phone, if you can keep your phone on a stand or some books,
Okay. Is it
keep
okay now?
speaking. Yes.
अच्छा, इंग्लिश हिंदी कैसा चाहिए तो accordingly I'll just talk.
English, maybe.
Mixture is fine.
अच्छा, it's more और in January मुझे अल्सरेटिव कोलाइटिस डिटेक्ट हुआ। मेरा लास्ट ईयर में बहुत सारे लाइक मल्टीपल टाइम्स स्टमक अपसेट का इशू था। सो आई वेंट टू गैस्ट्रोएंटरोलॉजिस्ट। उन्होंने चेक करने के बाद मुझे बोला कि तुझे अल्सरेटिव कोलाइटिस है, और उन्होंने एक मेडिसिन चालू करने के लिए बोला। उसके पहले भी बहुत सारे मेडिसिन लेता था। बिजी रूटीन में अपने वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स में जनरली मेडिसिन लो और आगे काम बढ़ाओ, यानी एलोपैथी लो और काम बढ़ाओ, यही करता हो, और वही करता रहा बहुत सालों तक। फॉर्चुनेटली मेरा भाई भी गैस्ट्रोएंटरोलॉजिस्ट है, वो यूएस में ही है, हु इज़ अ फ्रेंड ऑफ डॉक्टर प्रशांति। एंड उसने मुझे रिकमेंड किया कि अभी गैस्ट्रोएंटरोलॉजिस्ट ने या बेसिकली ये बोला कि तुझे अल्सरेटिव कोलाइटिस का आगे जैसे अगर मेडिसिन दिया है तो मेडिसिन का इफेक्ट सर्टन स्पैन में कम हो जाता है, एंड आफ्टर दैट वो मेडिसिन काम करना बंद करने के बाद आपको हाई पावर दिया जाता है, और धीरे धीरे आप टर्न आउट होते हो स्टेरॉइड्स की तरफ। सो ये जनरल लाइफस्टाइल है। जो बोला कि मैं यहाँ पे काफी पेशेंट्स देखता हूँ, मुझे मालूम है तेरे पास ऑप्शन दो है, तू तेरा लाइफस्टाइल सुधार या फिर तू एलोपैथी में जा। और वो जब डॉक्टर ऐसे बोल रहा था तब आई वेंट टू डॉक्टर प्रशांति's 1-to-1 सेशन, एंड थैंक्स टू दैट फर्स्ट 3 वीडियो देखते ही मुझे बहुत सारा बेसिकली डाउट था कि मैं ये कुछ कर पाऊंगा या नहीं, बट फॉर्चुनेटली फर्स्ट कॉल में ही काफी सारा चीज उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि आप ये कर पाओगे क्या, क्योंकि मेरा एवरी डे मॉर्निंग आई हैव अ कॉफी पोस्ट माय वर्कआउट। सो मेरा कॉफी का सेशन फिक्स रहता है। आज भी मैं जाता हूँ, कॉफी नहीं लेता हूँ, बट वो कॉफी बंद करना वाज मेरे लिए इट वाज अ बिग टास्क। एंड पूरा बचपन से लेके मिल्क एंड बीइंग अ वेजिटेरियन, milk and milk products are moreover in my lifestyle. It's a basic ingredient that I can say कि वो चाहिए ही चाहिए, पनीर के फॉर्म में लो या कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए ही चाहिए। So all those when I had a talk with Dr. Prashanti and Asha ji, so they said आपको ये चीज अवॉइड कर सकते हो, तो I said let's try। और वो ट्राई के लिए खुद को कमिटमेंट दिया फॉर मतलब 15 दिन बंद करके देखते हैं कॉफी, यानी लिया नहीं लिया देखते हैं क्या फर्क पड़ता है। एंड दैट हैज चेंज्ड, एंड दैट हैज गिवन मी अ बिग डिफरेंस इन माय हेल्थ। और उसकी वजह से फ्रॉम लास्ट 6 मंथ्स आई स्टॉप डेयरी प्रोडक्ट्स completely। So even if I go somewhere and if I have to take, I try to avoid it। been like busy, लाइक वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स में अपना हर एक जगह पे मीटिंग्स में जाओ, यहाँ पे जाओ, कुछ ना कुछ ऑफर होता है। सो मैं अवॉइड करता हूँ वहाँ पे। मैं इधर नींबू शरबत लेता हूँ या जूस लेता हूँ, और कुछ नहीं होता है तो आई से टेल देम दैट ओके मैं कॉफी बंद किया है, चाय को बंद किया है, एंड एवरीबडी सरप्राइज टू अंडरस्टैंड कि आई स्टॉप। एंड दैट हेल्प मी। आई लॉस्ट 5 kgs इन 3 months। एंड माई बॉवेल सिंड्रोम्स लाइक मेरा जो बेसिकली कोलाइटिस की वजह से मेरे पास यानी डकार है आना, एक जो जनरल अपना होता है डाइजेशन प्रॉब्लम्स, सो ऑल दोस प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैव लाइक स्टॉप completely। I started feeling light and feeling more energetic, so I stopped for a few months everything। And the diet may I was not able to follow complete diet what has been recommended, though I followed for around say 60% in first 3 months, 60 to 70%. Still, I was able to come out of everything, including bowel issues, gases, all those been like gone. Even I had a like pigmentation on my skin, and even my things, moreover the tanning of my face started coming up, started showing age, and that started turning down, and it has given me a good push। And post 3 months I said now I am cured, let me try to like a lot of my friends ki abhi tu black coffee to try kar, ye kar, wo kar। So I said, okay, let's try for that time. And then I realized I did some mistakes. So I consulted doctor again. She said, your body is in healing, so you should not have that. So it takes like you are healing your body by yourself. You're not taking any medicine। It takes its own sweet time, so you should give that time। और वो एक बार वो चीज छोड़ दिया तो धीरे 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 वो आदत भी निकलते जा रही है, एंड आई एम फीलिंग हैप्पी ऑन दैट। सो दैट्स ऑल अबाउट मी। एनी क्वेश्चंस और एनीथिंग दैट यू वांट टू आस्क?
Yeah. So one thing I want to say about Milesh is very social because he has a big community everywhere. So he has to go to weddings and parties and everything. So one day I was just like, talking to him, and then I asked him, like, how do you manage all these things? So, you know what he said? And I'm pretty sure I use this word on many of you. Jab jalega tab pata chalega. So I was like, oh my God, this makes
Yeah,
so much sense. Like, how do you manage? He's like, jab jalega tab pata chalega. Then every
yeah,
time I meet somebody, then I'm like, okay, isko itna jalta nahi. Maybe that's the reason why he or she is always making excuses and they're getting into trouble. Otherwise, if that is enough, like, jab jalega tab pata chalega, if that is really deep and enough to hurt us, then we are not going to do that. So, yeah, but Milesh, it's really like, Pritesh has done a phenomenal job on influencing you. I think some of your cousins are here in this group. I
Yes.
don't know if they attended or not, but yeah,
And
keep up the
actually,
good work.
Nilesh,
yeah, Asha ji,
sorry, Dr. Prashanti, you were saying something?
No, no, nothing. Yeah, no, go
I
ahead.
think
no, no,
one question which
Pritesh,
everyone wants to ask, right, with colitis and other gut issues is about the weight.
yeah,
So, has your weight stabilized? Has it started going up?
I actually, I recently been to the naturopathy center also, so I reduced 2 more kgs after that. But that it is balanced, so it is not that okay. I do have a like low in the weight. I'm doing my regular workout, so my weight is constant now. So the first 5 kgs that has been reduced, so that was constant. Post that been to naturopathy center for 10 days, so they said that post massage and all those, your body will still lose the fat. So I'm okay with that, which helped me eventually. So moreover, I when I met my like cousin, Dr. Pritesh, he said that okay, for like you look 10 years younger now that you used to look before. And even he commented that not only this, he used to come and convince us to like leave milk products or dairy products. And every time we used to fool him around, boss कर सकता है इसके लिए guts लगते हैं to come out of it. Being a vegetarian, what else you have than an option? But now I feel that he was correct. But वही जो डॉक्टर प्रशांत ने बोला, जब खुद की जलती है तभी पानी ढूंढते हैं लोग.
Yeah, wonderful, Milesh. Milesh also traveled to US in between to drop off his daughter. So there also he followed as much as possible. He stayed on
Yeah,
the path.
even though if you miss or if you have no option, like you have to eat, you can remove the paneer from that. Even if you have some spicy, just compensate with the fruits. The more fruits that you have or more raw that you eat, your body throws out whatever excess food or whatever things that was not required in your body. It throws out and it heals your body by itself. And that
Okay.
I observe myself during my travel also. And and if somebody has taken the coffee also, so I said I don't take. They said I took with the oat milk, so I tasted. So, but still I was okay with it. So there's no, I haven't started it, but that time I tested it and it was okay for me. So in case कभी कुछ लेना भी पड़ा तो that doesn't harm you. Been obviously you have to just make sure that okay, you committing that you don't start those things again. You taste sometime to just please yourself that okay, सब लोग खा रहे हैं, मुझे खाना है पानी पूरी. You taste it, that's okay. एक पानी पूरी खाने से कुछ होने वाला नहीं. Just make sure that you compensate with your more raw food in the evening or the second part. That's what I did for myself, and I'm okay with it.
या लेकिन आप तो बहुत सारे डिसिप्लिन्ड हैं, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोग इतना डिसिप्लिन नहीं। एक एक होगा, 2 बनेगा और 3 बनेगा और एंड देन इट जस्ट गेट्स आउट ऑफ हैंड। सो या आई डोंट नो, मैं तो मॉडरेशन के बारे में मैं मॉडरेशन कुछ तो एनकरेज नहीं करती हूँ।
I
लेकिन yeah, it's up to them. If they really know ins and outs and how much control they can do it, they can. But again, the body is going to roar back. Again, it's going to say, "Arey, ye to theek nahi hai. This is not." And then they will have a detox issue like diarrhea ho jayega, kuch ho jayega unko. So I think it's Kishore, right? He's asking about medications, your iron levels. Did you get tested any of them?
Yes, before going to naturopathy, like I've been to Jindal recently. So
Mm-hmm.
before entering to Jindal, you have to do all the blood tests, and all the parameters are in absolute in all normal
Mhm.
zone.
Got it.
So, except now, like the sunlight was the issue. I used to commit myself for 1 hour sunlight. which stopped recently. But I will definitely. I have some deficiency of B12, but I know that okay, for B12 you have certain fruits or certain uh, things that you have to start eating that helps you out. So even I stopped all the like uh, basically गेहूं को क्या बोलते हैं
Wheat.
या wheat products also I stopped. Dairy products के साथ में मैंने ये भी छोड़ा, wheat products भी.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
gluten and basically both has helped me to cure. So I started with millet bhakris, jowar bhakri, and that become my regular food now. And even if I have more, doesn't matter to me. Like, and even if I have idli also, I do have, I taste everything, but that I'll make sure that okay, I have some fruit along with it, or before or after.
Yeah, thanks, Milesh. So I think still there is some healing to do. So
Yeah.
wish you
I know it's a long
some days
process.
of fasting also to be incorporated, some water
Yeah.
fasting
Fasting I
and
did that.
resting.
Yes.
Yeah,
Fasting I did once, which I have to start increasing, which like at least once in a month. Eventually, even my brother Pritesh has said that okay, you should start more fasting. That will definitely help you more. But
yeah.
moreover, my weight in my family, they are also getting motivated, and they also started similar diet in the some of the other way. Like they started inculcating fruits in the morning along with me. So I didn't force anyone, but they are also finding it different, and they are also feeling that difference also in themselves.
Great. Yeah, that's what one person in the family changes, then with the healing, right? The other people are also influenced to join in, at least to whatever level they can do. So
Yeah.
thank you, Milesh. Wish you a great Diwali. Thank you for coming and sharing your story with us.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, Sankalp, you can leave. I know it's really late for you. Thank you again. Yeah, Sankalp, you can leave the meeting. So next we have Natasha. Yeah, go ahead, Natasha.
Everyone. Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste.
So, how are you doing? Good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, hello, everyone. I'm Natasha. I'm from Bangalore. I'm 39-year-old and mother of a little cute 10-year-old girl. So, my journey, healing journey with Wellcure, it started in February. And I was motivated by Dr. Prashanti and Asha, ma'am. Sorry, not Asha, ma'am. For me, she is also Dr. Asha. Because I believe she know the science which many doctors doesn't know, the real science. They both are doctors for me. They know the real science and they are doing a great job for humanity. They are helping the society, they are helping people heal themselves. So yes, I'll like to address Asha ma'am also as Dr. Asha and Dr. Prashanti. So first, let me tell you about how I joined Wellcure. I was detected with psoriasis around 8 years ago. So I am by profession, I am a research scientist. So I was working in pharmaceutical industry and I know everything in and out about the medicines. So I knew that psoriasis is an autoimmune condition, and in allopathic medicines, or what the medical science I knew at that point of time, there is no treatment for psoriasis or any autoimmune disease. So lifelong I had to suffer with that disease. That was my condition. And the only option at that point of time was steroids. Since I knew steroids, how dangerous they are, I was not ready to take them and I opted for other treatments. So I searched for Ayurveda. I got that treatment. From there, I moved into yoga. And then my treatment journey continued. And almost I healed lot of my psoriasis and other conditions. But during the course of time, last 2 3 years, I was away from my yoga and Ayurvedic treatment. Every year I was doing that treatment and I was sustaining my health. But because of that break, again, every disease came. Not to that extent, but yes, it was there. Psoriasis was there. And over the years, I developed anemia. I developed all the vitamin deficiencies. I had many food allergies. And thyroid, it has been with me since 10 years. Starting was with thyroid only. So I was suffering with all the diseases. And my major problem was I was not able to digest anything. Whatever I used to eat, even fruits, I was not able to digest papaya, watermelon, any of the fruit. Hardly some one or two fruit I used to eat, and that too once in a month. And I used to suffer with anything I ate. If I had my meal now, after half an hour, I was like in a dead kind of condition. I used to sleep till 4 hours. I was totally cut off from this world. I could not get up, and it was very bad condition for me. So I was eagerly looking for someone or something that could help me out. So I again back went to some suggested me good gastroenterologist. I went to them, I heard them, and then I was like, no, I don't have to go for this allopathic treatment. Then someone suggested me to go for functional medicines. So there began my research. I was searching for a good functional medicinal doctor, and on Facebook, I came across Dr. Prashanti's profile. This was Wellcure. I didn't know much about that, but one of my friend liked her profile, so I thought she knew her, and this could be trustable source. So I joined their free class. At that point of time, I was doing some other functional medicine free class also. But when I heard them for the first time, it connected directly with my heart. It was logical, it was all real, and I was already into this path. I was learning yoga, I did that, and everything I thought was quite similar. And the way they were conveying their message, there was no superficial kind of thing, nothing paste and this kind of thing. They were very clear. This is what it is. This is what you have to do. And this is going to help you like that. If you're okay, come. If you're not okay, don't come. Like the other whatever you attend FB profiles, there is a lot of propaganda and that sweet kind of polishing and that kind of all stuff goes on, but it was not at all with them. So I found them very real. And then I thought, yes, this is the thing, I'll join them. So next started my journey with these two ladies. So I had taken one-on-one personal session. In that, I told them that I'm not able to digest even a single fruit also, and it's been very difficult for me. So they told, don't worry, we are going to help you out. So they asked me, and I said, ma'am, I am a yoga aspirant, so I can do whatever you want. I have already been on many hard diets. Till that point of time, guys, listen, I was a hardcore meat eater, but before joining Wellcure, I had stopped eating non-veg. I was not taking any tea, coffee, nothing. I was not on dairy also. I had left wheat also, but still I was suffering with the issues. Still the problem was not going on. And I told them that I'm doing everything, but I don't know why it is not going. But they told, you do this and definitely you'll get a cure. So I thought, let me give it a try, and whatever you say, I'll start from day one. So they, from the day one, they didn't have to work out to transit me. They just directly kept me on fruits, on raw diet, especially on fruit diets. And I'll tell you, within 15 days, I was able to digest most of the fruits and many things. And I was shocked that, oh my God, the things which I have not eaten since 10 to 15 years. I used to die to eat fruits. I used to love them, but then whenever I used to eat them, it was very much disastrous for me. And I was so happy that they kept me on fruit diet. Even I was suffering for first few days, but still I was enjoying eating fruits. That someone is telling me to eat fruits, even though I can't digest it. But they were telling that wait for a few days, it will go away, it will go away. And eventually it went away. And I am happily enjoying eating fruits. I am happily enjoying being on raw diet. So their guidance, their hand holding, they're taking me one step ahead was really amazing, and it helped me a lot. I have never thought that I will be able to cure all these things. And then whatever diseases that came, eventually I strictly followed for 2 months I just followed fruit diet as they guided me, and many things went away. After that, there because of my travel and few disturbances, I was not able to follow strictly the diet. So I was on and off next few months. And then again, they were in between, they were telling me, no, come back, do this, do that. And I was doing. So February till July. In July, I had my blood test, and it was a disaster for me. My all those superficial condition, digestion and all, but deeper issues were still there. So I was again low on thyroid. In between these 4 5 months, we have tried stopping my thyroid medication 2 3 times, but again I had some symptoms which I could sense that it's not going good with me, and then again I used to start my thyroid medicine after 5 6 days or 10 days. So this was going on, and in July all my thyroid was low, B12D, I was anemic. So iron content, iron level, everything. I mean, all the blood was. Then again, I went, ma'am, what is this? This has not been improved. How it is going to happen? Ma'am said, see, you are not doing your diet correctly. Let's follow it. Wait for some more time. These are deeper issues. It will take time to heal. And my iron deficiency was so low that I used to get severe pain in my calf, and I was not able to, that fear of that disease, I was not able to sustain that. Since last 4 to 5 years, I was continuously taking IV infusions. So every year 4 IV infusions, and then I was able to walk. But then Prashanti ma'am, she said, no, please, no, don't do that. You're not going to take this IV infusions. And I was like, no, ma'am, I'm going. Today I'm going for this IV infusion. I can't bear the leg pain. It's very bad. And she was like, please don't go. Don't do this to you. Don't poison yourself. Don't be dangerous. These are very dangerous. I said, ma'am, I know, but I can't help. Only that is saving me. I know it's a poison, but it is helping me out. She said, please don't do that. Whatever you have done till now, it will all go in waste. Again, you will have to clean all those toxicity. So that for 10 to 15 days, that conversation between me, her, and Asha ma'am, it was going on that I'm going. They were telling that don't go. Wait for some time, wait for some time. Then somehow that period went away. I didn't went for infusions, and I could sense she changed few of my diets, include this, include that. And after that, after 5 to 10 days, I started feeling changes in my leg pain. It was subsiding. So then I was okay. Let me continue this. Let me go on with this trend. Again, after July, August, September. So September ending, I went on a vacation, and I forgot taking my thyroid medication over there, and then I left it. So for 15 days, 20 days, I was good. Whenever I used to stop it for 5 days or 10 days, I used to get that symptoms back. But this time it didn't came back, and I was very happy. I texted Asha ma'am that, ma'am, I'm not taking that medication, but I'm good. I'm good since 20 days. So this is how they helped me, and my many. So now I'm not on thyroid medications. It's been 1 month, almost complete 1 month. I am out of my IBS and gut issues. I'm able to eat happily everything. I'm not getting that sleep problem. Every lunch or every dinner, I used to get 3 4 hours of sleep. That is also not there. Then my psoriasis, little patches which came, they also all went away. My skin become good. My nail also, they were so brittle because of deficiency. They are also in a very healthy state. Menstruation, I had irregular periods, so that is also settled. I'm getting every month cycle. So I was you can say overall a deceased package from which many diseases have been gone. 80% I have healed myself. 20% this journey is continuing, and I hope I'll continue this. I hope what for lifetime I have to continue this, and eventually I know they are also going to go away. So many thank you, Dr. Asha and Dr. Prashanti, for helping me out and taking me out of this dreadful situation, which I never thought someone could get me out of there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Natasha. Spoken from the heart. And
Mhm.
that we would also like to say that Natasha, she came for our HNR course, and then she has also taken internship, and she's really enthusiastic about helping other people heal and learn more deeper aspects of healing. And you're looking really good, Natasha.
Yeah,
All the
thank you.
excess weight has got dropped, and you're so much more positive, fearless. We can sense that. Yeah.
Yeah. She looks
Thank
like
She
a
also,
college student. She looks
yeah,
like a college
yeah.
student. I still remember her in a pink turtleneck sitting on the corner of the bed. And I was like, okay, what is she going to do? How are we going to motivate her? But I was, whenever I meet like people, it's like 50-50. I know what is the right thing to do. I really want to like grab them, get them out of the situation. But again, there are so many ties and so many of their conditioning. It's so hard to like get them out of it. But then little by little, little by little, look at you. You're blooming, like, the butterfly that kind of like, comes out. That's how it looks like at this point. Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It
and
was
actually,
phenomenal.
one more lesson, guys, to learn from all these stories is that many people, uh, like in the first round, they did not get everything right, right? So they came back for coaching, they tried some things on their own, they slipped, then they understood how it was affecting their body, then they came back for coaching, and then the second time around, they were able to follow much more, and then they keep going on with the journey. Some came for alumni coaching, and then they did a little more, so it goes in step by step. But that's what, like what Natasha was saying, the consistency is important, and keep going. Like even if you slip, keep going and do it more often. It gets easier, so not everybody will be able to do it in the first shot itself, but as long as you understand that this is the path, you understand the theory. And Natasha used to be someone who used to read all our posts, ask questions, so that is very important, right? So give some time to read and understand and learn, because that will be there in your mind, even if you're not able to follow up in implementation, but you can, it's there with you, that knowledge is there with you, so you'll be able to do it going further. Yeah, Dr. Prashanti, anything else to
No,
say?
it's a beautiful way. I was going to say, did you thyroid? Majority of you
Yeah,
are very
I
much
have
worried.
made a slide about that. You wanted to
You
share
did?
it?
Okay, okay. I'll talk to you
Uh,
guys about it then.
Prashanti ma'am, I would like
Yeah,
to add two more points
yeah,
about
yeah.
the
Go ahead.
internship program also. So guys, I
Mhm.
have joined Asha ma'am and Dr. Prashanti, the internship HNRN batch. So I've learned lot of depth about the science of this what we are doing. See, doing is one part and learning what you are doing is a differently another part. So it helped me a lot. I'm already a yoga aspirant, so I know many things. Then how they are doing, what is their science, how they are taking that forward, so I get to know many things. And second point is that the community support. Okay, it is very important to have a good community support which we get through Wellcure. So in that, what it used to happen, if I'm not following the path, or if sometime I'm off the track, so there are other aspirants who keep on posting what they are doing. One of my friends, she used to post that today is my fourth day on fruit, not 12th day, now 17th day. So it also motivates us. So community support is also very important. That way I used to see, and I used to say, no, I'll also start again, I'll also restart. So that restart journey with community support is also very important. So I would like you all to have these two things: learn, know the science, and have a good community support also.
And
Thank you, ma'am.
motivate others too. Like, see how the more you speak about it, the more you kind of, it resonates with you. The most important part is motivate, motivate. Even if it is 10%, 20%, positivity is going to take you a long way forward.
Thank you,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Thank you, Natasha. So, Dr. Prashanti, you wanted to talk about this, and also you remember, like Natasha was talking about thyroid testing and all. So, I think this is the right point for you to.
Yeah, before we forget, right? So Natasha was saying about the TSH testing. See, majority of you don't have any thyroid issues, okay? Remember what we always teach you during the course in the autoimmune session. First, whenever you're innervated, they kind of like you go to your general practitioner, then they grab you, then they test you for vitamin D, TSH, B12, and then they will blame it on it rather than the tea, coffee, the sleepless nights, the overwork that you've been doing, or the street food that we've been eating. Remember, we talk about all this in the autoimmune session. Again, go back and brush up yourself because I'm sure you still have those recordings. But when you catch a person who is totally drained out and depleted and test their thyroid, usually their TSH is going to go up because TSH comes from the pituitary, from the brain, from the stress. So many other hormones are also going to be released during that period of time. So now the testing for thyroid, another golmaal is going on, and I want to notify this to you. There is something called the testing for thyroid has been changed. Okay, they moved to ultra sensitive TSH. What is ultra sensitive TSH means? It's extremely sensitive. So it's going to catch up all kinds of noises from everywhere. So any kind of molecule that kind of mimics like a TSH is going to be caught up in that pool. And that's the reason why some of you are having these abnormal, obnoxious levels of TSH, ultra sensitive TSH. You guys should demand or go to a smaller lab, not all these big diagnostic places where there is a lot of golmaal that is going on, but a smaller lab that is using the old machinery in order to test the TSH numbers. Do not get tested with ultra sensitive TSH. So one of our coaches in Hyderabad, she kind of inquired, called around, and then she was able to find a smaller lab that doesn't do ultra sensitive TSH. I'm going to tell you what is wrong with this because as a cardiologist, majority of our testing is based on blood work, right? Oh, you're having a heart attack? Let me check your blood work. So in the labs, in the recent past, in the emergency room, we started using ultra sensitive troponin levels. Troponin means heart attack numbers, okay? It became ultra sensitive. As soon as they introduce ultra sensitive troponin in the blood work, everybody looks like as if they're having heart attack. A patient comes in with gas, pains, and constipation. They do a blood work, it's coming as heart attack. Then what does the cardiologist do? Oh, this guy is having a heart attack. Take him for an angiogram, put some stents in him. But you all know that everybody on this kind of a standard Indian diet and standard American diet will have some blockages. But that doesn't mean, like, you have to put stents, or that doesn't mean this guy was having a heart attack. He was constipated for weeks and weeks. He hasn't gone to the bathroom, and that's why he came to the emergency room. But nobody wants to care about it. All they care about is the blood work, and the ultra sensitive troponin came back. So this is wrong what they're doing, but we cannot. And everybody knows this fact, but all of them need to make some amount of money through the patients that are coming through the emergency room. So the same thing with ultra-sensitive TSH also. Please be careful. Do not get yourself tested. Why? Why are we telling you not to take a thyroid pill? Are we like, it is just a thyroid medicine. Who cares about it, right? No, it is a synthetic thyroid. It is a plastic thyroid medicine, which is going to interfere with your real thyroid hormone, and it is going to affect the cells. It is going to create a lot of toxicity. And we see all these women who come to us later down the lane, 10 years of thyroid medicine, 5 years of thyroid medicine. Now they're having joint problems. They call it rheumatoid arthritis. Now their skin is becoming whiter and whiter because the drug is coming out through the skin. And now they're labeled with vitiligo or something or the other. Do not do this. Nobody will have a thyroid issue just like that. You have to work on your habits, but don't go for testing all this way. If the test is going to become abnormal, they will make you committed into a system of drugging and suppressing, and this will make this will build up more sickness in our body. I don't know how much I made sense to you because I'm like, I don't want anybody to get tested. You guys listen to your body first. Are you having a bowel movement? How are you feeling? Are you sleeping on time? Are you eating the right diet? Are you taking enough amount of sun? These are the things you have to work on yourself. Not every day checking your blood work and then like mad scientists putting some drug in it, putting this in the body and again keep on testing it. This is wrong. This is an assault on the body. So, did I explain enough about ultra-sensitive TSH? Stop that nonsense about ultra-sensitive TSH or obsessing about your TSH numbers. None of you need to chase your TSH numbers, but what you have to be chasing is your habits, your diet. Make it, implement each and everything, and every day make it more and more, much more better for you. That's all you have to do, not chasing your TSH numbers. Did I make it clear, Asha, or some more explanation is
Yeah, I
needed?
think Dr. Prashanti was clear, but I think people need to, like go around a bit and find out, where they need to go check for this thing. And also, like what Dr. Prashanti was saying, don't keep testing yourself all the time. When you're detoxing, the blood will be dirtier than when you started because all the toxins are coming out. So just wait for a few months, or at least ask us before you go for testing. So we'll be able to tell you when is the right time. So Dr. Prashanti, before we wind up, I just had a few slides to show.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just a revision, guys. So thanks to all the presenters who came and spoke today. Milesh is not here, but we would like to thank him also. Thank you, Krishnaveni, Natasha, Sankalp, Amarnath, Milesh. All of you were very inspiring, and I'm sure that our other participants have drawn a lot of positivity from you all. So just a reminder, so eat more raw, right? So you all ask us for recipes. We appreciate that. We know that you're trying to transition, but eat simple and eat raw. So that is what is going to get you on the path of healing faster. Try to find out, what you can do, how you can play around with fruits and vegetables. So that should be the major part of your diet, and also don't subject it to heating. Heating alters the chemistry of food. It evaporates the natural water, concentrates toxins, and it gives more effort to the body because the body has to now remove all that waste, right? So proteins, carbs, fats, all of them get denatured from their original form. So eat in the as much as original form as possible, because nature has already done the job. It has already put the taste, the vital energy, prana shakti already in that. So why we have to put extra effort? So eat more raw, progress towards eating more and more raw, right? And decrease your consumption of cooked food as much as possible. Even when you want to eat something cooked, try to get it from all the wonderful vegetables we have. We have so many different vegetables with different textures and colors. So learn to make something from that. Ask your health coaches if you would like new recipes with vegetables, and we'll tell you that. So next is salt. So we've been talking about salt, but I don't know how many of you really paid attention, especially those of you with skin issues, right? You really have to pay attention to stopping salt, because salt is again like a drug, right? It is like you're taking a medicine every day. So salt causes water retention in the body. It increases your weight. It causes face puffiness. It causes leg swelling, right? And it damages your arteries. It causes cholesterol buildup. So salt also weakens the eyesight. It dehydrates you. It creates a lot of issues. So try to decrease the amount of salt. It's very easy. We have given you many tips about that. And then as you keep decreasing, your tolerance will also start decreasing. And then you will find that even like raw greens or vegetables, they are actually naturally salty, and you will be able to eat food without salt. So we've shared many tips with you, right? So one of the easy ones is to make a dip. So what can you do? You can make a green chutney. I'm sure many of your, in your households, you have this kind of chutney made on a regular basis. Just don't add salt to that, because it's already naturally salty. So how do you make this green dip? Is you take coriander, mint, and spinach, optional, and then add couple of dates, tomatoes, a piece of ginger, and add lemon juice or amchur powder. So just grind it and use it fresh. So this chutney can be used as a dip with your raw vegetables. It can also be used on top of your steamed vegetables, and it adds a really wonderful flavor, and it has a naturally salty taste. So when you're giving this natural salt and a little bit of sweetness to that, you'll be really able to enjoy your meal. So don't give in to the to the temptation that okay, salt is less, let me just add a little bit more sprinkle of salt. So just start eating that. As you start eating that, in 2 3 bites you will be able to adjust to the lesser salt. And then the bonus of this is that you will no longer be able to eat the food which is cooked in restaurants and all that. It will be like really too salty and too much for you to bear, right? So try this hack and let us know how it goes. So rest is very important. Many of you, we understand you are still working, right? You have deadlines to meet, you have family responsibilities, but rest is how we heal, though it is not given that much importance. But the body conserves the maximum energy when we rest. So resting is very very important. Make the best use of this holiday season, festival season, right? And upcoming Christmas vacation. Take as much rest as you need. Don't feel guilty about rest. Rest is needed on many levels. Mental rest, right? Switching off your devices, not arguing with people at home. So this is a very difficult thing, mental rest. Many of you are struggling, we know, but it's really important. Stay with yourself, learn to be and enjoy your own company. Then physical rest, sensory rest, off from devices, social rest. It's perfectly fine to refuse invitations and tell people you're healing. Spiritual, emotional, creative, all these things are very much needed. So you will notice that a few days of rest will really do wonders to you. Then sunlight is very important, right? It's a free resource. Try to use some simple hacks like taking calls outdoors, walking whenever possible outdoors, evening sunlight if you're not able to manage morning sunlight, right? So go out with your children, play something, whatever is possible, but take it as a medicine, right? Just like you take your daily dose of whatever it is. So take your daily dose of sunlight, even if it is cloudy or rainy. What we need is the light. We need the light, the daylight. So make sure that you go out every day, right? So this is what we wanted to discuss, a very short summary. And we really are grateful to all of you who came back here. Some of you have already finished the coaching, but you're here to learn more and be inspired. So thank you to Dr. Prashanti for suggesting this. And also thanks to Manisha and Nivedita. They have also helped you in many, many aspects. They've been your coaches.
Jyoti.
So
Jyoti.
yeah.
Mm.
So I
Yeah.
guess we can close today's session, Doctor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Natasha has something to say.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'll take 2 more minutes. Asha,
Yeah.
ma'am, I have sent you one message on the WhatsApp. Can you please share it on the screen?
Oh, my WhatsApp is not on. Okay, let me see. Did you
Just
send it on private chat?
on our group, ma'am, Natasha Healing Group.
Okay.
So Prashanti ma'am can also see that. I would like you guys to see that how all this goes, what much kind of motivation goes behind. Like they are really trying to help us out, because I also had lot many fears. I was also not very sure about, but how they motivated. Yeah, ma'am, this one.
But I'm not sure how to zoom this. I have to save it. Okay, I have to save it as an image and do. Yeah, you keep talking.
Yeah, so I had also lot many fears inside me. My pain was troubling me. In internship, I am seeing patients how they are going, and I was also going the same way. I was also struggling. I was also having my pains during my healing journey. But it all goes away. We have to stick to what we are doing. We have to be little more patient about the things which are happening, and eventually they all will fade away. So the slide which I have shared there is about that conversation only which we had. So I was so fearful about pain in my legs and all other blood works. So this 20th July, I was telling ma'am that, ma'am, I can't remain without taking iron infusion. I'm going. So she is telling that, no, 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 don't go. These are very dangerous. Please don't do that. Again, then I'm telling her again after a few days that, no, ma'am, I'm going. Then again, she's telling, please don't poison yourself. It will make the matter worse. Again, after a few days, I'm telling the same thing. Then she's telling that it is very infectious. In injecting ourselves with these drug is very dangerous. Again the same conversation, please don't go for the infusions, please don't, like she was telling me again and again. This was chat, and on the calls also this used to happen again and again. She used to convince me. Then down again, she was like, this should go more down, ma'am, Asha ma'am, it's more down here in this slide. And then this one you can see, yeah, here, don't dump toxins, they are very poisonous, they are very dangerous infusions, don't go. I mean, it was like I was in need, but I was not able to understand that I'm going towards a wrong path. And they were so much dedicated that they continuously 5 times, 6 times, 10 times they were telling me, please don't go, I'm begging you, please don't go, I'm begging you. So much they are involved in the work what they are doing. So guys, trust them. They are genuine people. They are helping society. They are helping humanity. Human race is going very bad these days. We need these kind of people to help us out, right? To show us the right path, to handhold us throughout the path, to keep us motivated. They know, they have experienced all these things. They have, in their journey, they have also went through these fears. Now they are hand holding us, they are guiding us to sail smoothly through all these fears. And with me, it's in front of you how they have guided me and took me out of that iron infusions which I was totally dependent on. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you is a very little word, ma'am, to tell you.
No, thank you. I didn't like, I remember all this, but these conversation happen pretty much a lot of times. Even this morning also, I was begging a mom not to feed her son when he, like, rice water when he was raising a fever. And then they were like, oh my God, my son is going down. Now I was literally, मैं आपसे हाथ जोड़ के मांगती हूँ. I was like telling her literally that. So, oh my God, Natasha, this has been a long journey, right? I remember all this, but still, oh my God, you remember all of it. It's amazing.
Ma'am, I do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
sometimes when we are conversing through WhatsApp, because it's virtual, we don't know how it's being received or even read by the other person. So it's very nice you remembered all these things. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing all this, Natasha. Really appreciate. And also, we
There are so
appreciate
much
the other
things to
people.
share, ma'am. Time is very less, but
Yeah,
there
yeah, I
you
guess
Yeah,
we will
guys,
need to
you guys
wind
have
up.
helped a lot, ma'am. You guys have helped a lot to everyone,
yeah.
not only me, to everyone.
It takes time though. See, first is detoxing. But the thing is, it's all here. Majority of the healing happens here. I'm telling you, 80 to 90%. Nobody is drug deficient. Nobody, none of them are helping any of you. I'm telling you, none of you. So the thing is, that mindset has to be erased, that there is something that is going to help me, but not your body. But poisoning is not the answer for all that. And I do other kind of work too, right? In order to maintain my certification and my boards and all of it. So I see regular patients also. Recently, so this clinic is like, bread and like standard American diet patients. They're like, give me my pill, give me my procedure, give me this and that. So one, like, so this is a new job that I started, and my husband literally told me, you can speak Wellcure language in this. Otherwise, this is a hard job to find because it's getting hard for me to find a job for you. So you can speak Wellcure language there. Okay. So like all these warnings came to through my husband. And then just as bad habit, right? So I was telling this patient, oh my God, look at this insulin. You're taking so much insulin. Just let me help you. Let me help you. So anyway, I try to do something. And then afterwards, I receive a harsh email from the patient through the patient portal. You don't have to ask me about 17 different things I eat. Can we just focus on my heart health? As soon as I saw that message, tears were rolling down. I just gave up on myself. I was like, what am I supposed to do at this juncture? Okay. I can't help anybody. I can't change. And literally, like, it was very like a hard moment for me to go through all that. That's when I said, you know what, if you would want to jump off the cliff, jump off. I'm not going to hold you. At that point, that's what I said. And so I try to balance this and that. I try to figure out like the right words to convey to people so that I can stop them. But it is not, it's a very hard act. And it also is an art, I think. It comes with experience. And we are not old enough to have that kind of an experience at this point. Maybe after 20 years, we'll have that maturity and that kind of experience. But right now, we may look like revolutionaries, we may look like extremists at that point. But the thing is, we have to do something about it. So
No, ma'am, I can understand it's so hard for you being a doctor. You remember one of the student in our internship batch, that Ayurvedic doctor, how he
oh,
started telling that you being a doctor and you're telling not to take medicines and don't go for tests. Oh my God, that was such a, I mean, for you,
yeah, those
taking,
conversations
yes,
really make
it
me
hurts,
like,
yes,
it hurts me to the
it
core.
hurts. Huh.
And it
Because
really was, I felt bad. Like, I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Because the truth is out there, and it is like the truth doesn't need a covering.
exactly,
And
and you know how it
there are
works.
days when I want to make everybody open up their like squeeze open their eyes. I'm like, look, read, understand, don't hurt yourself. The problem with this is everybody was going to say, I want to do anything for the sake of my children. I will die even for the sake of my children. Don't just say these words. Live for the sake of your children. For their sake of, in order to, for their sake, you better build up your health. You don't have to die in order to prove your love to your children, but build up your health.
Ma'am, you remember Sakshi Veervani, my first
Oh yeah,
patient?
yeah.
Yesterday, you know, she voice messaged me, I'll forward you. मैम पता है डॉक्टर प्रशांति ना सही बोलती थी कि ये सब दिमाग का खेल है, आपको दिमाग को पक्का रखना है तो सब ठीक हो जाएगा. मैंने कहा नाउ यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग हाउ थिंग्स गो, सो शी इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग लिटिल बाय लिटिल.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, we can recover her and then do that.
Soon,
Yeah,
soon,
so
ma'am,
this
soon she'll be
path is
back.
not for everyone in the sense that only those people who are open to unlearning, who are willing to give their time and effort to do this, to read the stuff we send, to totally start from zero and give nature a chance, right? Okay guys, so thank you all for joining on the eve of the
Dhanteras.
Diwali and all that. Yeah, so it really shows that you all committed to your health. You wanted to hear how others are doing and gain inspiration. So really grateful to all of you who stayed so far and heard all these things. And thank you, Dr. Prashanti. So you know how much effort she's been putting in this with her US time zones, right? And working with all of you, cancellations, rescheduling, all this is happening in the background. And then we've also had cases where somebody from the family comes in and gives a earful to both Dr. Prashanti and the other coaches. So all these things have also happened in the background. So yes, but it's still interesting. And when we hear stories like this from all of you, it makes it all the more really worthwhile, especially hearing children like Sankalp coming and saying all these things. So kudos to all of you. It's we are just messengers. It's your body who's doing all the healing. So thank you all and have a great festival time. Wishing you a lot of health, happiness with your family. Take care. Bye
Mhm.
bye.
Bye. See you.